Alright, hello guys, welcome to another CarTips video, and today I have a surprise for you guys. Behind me is a brand new 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road, and that's my truck. In today's video, what I'm going to do is my first step to customizing the truck. It's going to include trimming the fenders for the front wheels, the rear, and the front. So when I put bigger wheels on it, we'll get to that in a moment, so that when I take it to the tire shop, the wheels will be able to fit perfectly and I can drive it home, on the truck, and I don't have to, get another truck to take the wheels home, put them on the truck here on my driveway. Anyway, the works. So this video today is about trimming and getting it ready for bigger wheels. I'm so excited to show it to you guys. I know I've been promising Subaru videos, but I went ahead and decided to pull the plug and go ahead and buy this truck here. Those of you who know that watch my channel, I used to have a red 2008 Toyota Tacoma. I loved that vehicle. I had to let it go to purchase a home for a down payment. Years later now, I went to the dealership and I tried to buy this truck. I just got dropped off. Just signed the check over. Yeah, for a down payment. Here we go. I'm standing right beside my new vehicle. So believe it or not, this is my first drive. I did not even test drive this truck. This is my first drive and I'm going home. So let's see how this works, shall we? Oh man. This is my first time ever buying a brand new car. This is as new as it's ever gonna be. From now on, it only gets older. But man, this, I'm so excited. Look, it has 8 miles on it. 8 miles. So unfortunately, what that means for the Subaru is I'm actually having it posted for sale, and I'm sorry to disappoint those who are watching, but I have to get rid of it so I can make payments on this truck here. The good news for you Tacoma lovers is, there's gonna be content coming about this. Now this time I promise I won't, jump ship and change what the content's gonna be about, but it's not like I could go to the dealership and just return the car. So this was, I think 4 days ago. I had it on order from the assembly line. I went to the dealership, multiple dealerships here in my area. None of them had Toyota Tacomas for sale. The TRD off-road versions. They are very, very popular here in the PNW. I don't know, maybe that's how it is nationwide, but for me, I had to order it, a month and a half before I actually received it. I went ahead and I put down a deposit at the dealership for the vehicle just so I can have my name on it, because when they ship it, on the 1st or 2nd of the month, by then they're all gone. Lots of people pre-order theirs before they even make it to the dealership to, go in, take a look, test drive. So I'm really excited. I actually got my hands on this truck right here in cement gray. The one thing that I wanted to say was I had to pay MSRP, full MSRP sticker price, just because they're in such high demand. Conspiracy theory here. I think Toyota's under manufacturing them on purpose just to raise demand, right? And so artificially inflating the price. But hey, that's just me. Think of it what you will. But basic economics 101. This truck is a machine. I love it. It's a brand new truck, of course, but I can't wait to show you guys around. First things first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see this lip right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off with a razor blade. I'm going to put the razor blade up against the fender liner right here and slice right here up, around, up to this edge, and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to slice right here. So all I'm doing is I'm trimming this flare piece right here, just on this edge, because you could see it's like sticking out right here, and there's room enough to trim so that I can have bigger wheels, so that when I turn the steering wheel, it doesn't rub there. So I'm prepping for bigger wheels. So that's what I'm doing right now. On this side, on the front, that's the rear, The front, what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this fender liner, and there's a couple bolts right here. There's a screw right there, and there's a bolt right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this screw and reposition this fender liner, push it forward so that there will be room right up here, push it forward that way, and so there will be more room clearance for when the wheel turns. And then this tip of this bumper right here, I'm going to trim that off completely. I'm going to trim this whole piece and cut it off completely so that the wheel has more room to move around. Alright, so this is what was trimmed off. This piece went like that. Alright, so next we are going to move on to this piece right here. We're going to loosen the bolt underneath. So we're going to loosen this bolt and this bolt. And then move this piece that way. Okay, so now that that bolt is loosened, this bolt is loosened, and this bolt is out, the screw is out, as well as this clip is out. So this fender liner, it's behind the bumper lip right here, so to push it forward. So now that we have this thing out, we're gonna do the same thing. Unhook this clip and then push this whole black fender piece. We're going to push it forward. I decided to remove this bolt to be able to move the fender liner forward completely. So I drilled a hole right there, and there's a hole right there. So I'm going to push this thing forward, align it up, and put this thing right back how it was. So one side's going to connect, you know, this lower piece is going to connect to the bumper, and this higher piece right here is going to connect back to the fender liner. And then a bolt gets sent through both holes. This hole, through this hole, and then through that hole. So that's how this fender liner is going to be held to the bumper with this factory screw right here. So in the end, what's going to happen is this fender liner gets pushed forward. You see how that makes room? Gets pushed forward, and so there's more room here. And then what happens is I will just trim this whole tab from this bumper off. Just completely cut it off with a razor. So when that happens, there is definitely way more room, you know, for a bigger wheel right here. This is how it looks like. That piece is missing, but that's okay because this fender liner has been pushed way further, even past this lip of the bumper, if you can tell. So there's that. This piece has been trimmed. So this whole fender liner, it's being held by this right here, so it's not going anywhere. So there's that. And so now that leaves much more room for a lot more room for the wheel. All right, so that's one side done. Now I have to repeat to the other side. So hopefully when I get my new tires, we get them put on at the shop. When I drive home, no rub. Fingers crossed. So I'm ordering the wheels tomorrow. When that happens, as soon as they come in, I'm definitely going to take it to the tire shop, have them wrapped in tires, and have them installed. And I'm really excited to share with you the setup that I have come up with. So if you guys are interested, hit the subscribe button, like it, comment down below what you think I'm going for. They will be 33-inch tires, so there's that, a little hint. Hopefully I won't have to do a cab mount chop for daily driving. In the future, I am planning to do a lift, most likely an Icon lift. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think that's what I'm leaning towards. So for any future videos, definitely, like I said, subscribe, comment, like, all the things, and stay tuned for the next video. The next one is going to be big, not just, you know, trimming. This is just an introduction, trimming, but the next one's the good video. So look out for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, so it's been a little while since I've done my trimming on my vehicle, and I cut myself. I don't want to show you the gruesome scene. It wasn't that bad, actually. It was just a fresh razor blade, and I sliced my finger with it. So be careful. Don't slice your finger like I did. When you pull towards yourself or pull away from yourself, just be wary of when the blade slips so it doesn't cut anything.